What's up, everybody? I'd like to welcome you here to the On the Gunline podcast. New episode today with one of my old buddies from back in my Fort Hood days. His name is Martin Nofziger. We call him Ziggy. He joins us here on the Gunline as well as Holguin. He was on here a couple of episodes back, and we chop it up together, man. I think it was a really cool time to just reminisce. And this right here, this episode is kind of like the epitome of what this podcast was for. I hope y'all enjoy this. I hope y'all get a kick out of it, and stay tuned as we hear Ziggy's tales of going from soldier to sailor. I hope y'all enjoy this, man. Thanks for being here on the Gun Line. Gunline, gunline, gunline. We got a fire mission coming down, y'all.
Fire mission!
Yeah, buddy. That's the first time somebody repeats it. You know how it goes. Oh, man. Welcome to the Other Gunline podcast, where we like to just chop it up and shoot the shit like we would out in the field, in between those trails into the net, or if you were a mechanized fat body inside of the gun and shit, kicking out everybody unless you belonged in there. With that being said, today I have my old homeboy Hooligan Holguin, who was here just a couple of weeks ago. What's up? What's up?
What's up?
And then also I have a newcomer to the gun line who we've gotten in touch together a few times trying to make it, make it happen. But he was out at sea one time, and then another time life just happens. You know what I'm saying? But I'd like to welcome, for those of you who served in 277 FA between, well, let's see, I was there from 05 to 07. You would know when we got back from our 0506 deployment, we ended up catching this new little white kid who happened to have the hookup with wine, that Nofziger wine. So with
wine.
Yeah, buddy. So with that, I'd like to welcome the homeboy Martin Nofziger. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, but just chilling. Just chilling.
Dude, you don't look like you've aged a day, bro.
I got them good genes.
Yeah, you do.
I don't look any older than like back in the day.
Yeah, you look the same except with a beard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, I tried to grow it out, but apparently shaving profiles weren't a thing back then.
Oh, dude, can you believe that shit now? I mean, white boys get shaving profiles now. All you gotta say is that you're fucking like Norse or some shit like that. You know, you believe in the.
Hmm? Oh shit! No way, really?
Yeah, dude, they've gotten fucking exceptions now. They got those fucking waivers, I guess, nowadays. You know what I mean? As long as they keep it groomed. Yeah, man, the military has done change. When did you get out, Ziggy?
2010.
I'm about to say that's that new shit, 010. How do you know?
010?
Tell me you were a 13 Bravo without telling me you were a 13 Bravo. 010. Oh shit. Yo, Ziggy, for those that don't know you, man, tell us a little bit about yourself, brother. Where you from? What's your story?
All right, so my name's Martin Nofziger from Pacifica, California.
Nice.
Yeah. I joined up in 2005, trained up, and literally caught up with you guys in Iraq like a month after you guys deployed over there. But I got sent over to HHB, which then sent me over with a bunch of 13 Foxes. So that was fun. Nice. My deployment there with them. They tried to convert me over to a Fox, and it didn't work. Fucking Fox. Anyways, yeah.
Well, shit. Let me ask you. Well, since you said that, what brought you into the military? I mean, shit, you came in at a time of war already, so you knew you were going to get fucking deployed, right? Tell me you knew you were going to get deployed.
Oh, no, I knew I was going to get deployed.
Okay, so what brought you into the military?
So, I was doing really good at wrestling in high school, but got kicked off the team, even though I had a shit ton of scholarships that were waiting for me. And then it was just a family tradition to join the military. So it was kind of cool. My uncle, who's a retired lieutenant colonel, actually swore me in.
Nice. Okay. So you have a military background within your family. Who in your family has served, like in your immediate family?
My brother, two cousins, my uncle. I think my grandfather served. Yeah, almost every guy.
Nice. So you're like Forrest Gump and shit, like Lieutenant Dan. You had a family member fight in every
And
single
die.
and
Fight
die.
and die. He's like, wait a minute.
Wait
Oh
a
shit.
second.
Oh my god, dude. So let's see. You went to Fort Sill, obviously, for OSUT. What battery were you in? Do you remember? What
Oh,
unit
and
were
for fucking no, fucking wolf pack something. I don't know.
okay.
You don't remember?
See, it must have not made an
Fuck no.
impact on him.
No, I mean it's for training. I wasn't there to fuck. Ooh, yay! This is going to be my best friends forever, and I'm going to remember this.
Yet here we are, almost 20 years later.
Oh, yeah. Like, we fucking were in a cat together, all three of us.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. Well, you came into our section after we lost Tank, and we picked up Hodgson, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Haji.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yes.
But
Yeah.
Taylor was still
Was that?
Sergeant Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sergeant Taylor.
He was still there.
He was still there when you came along?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
he was
remember
still-
we barely got back, and then that's when HHB shot him to us. But that's
Yeah.
when they were kind of like,
Fuck yeah.
"Yeah, you don't go ahead and get out of here." We're like, "All right, we'll take him."
Dude, what were your thoughts when you first got to the unit, bro? Like, I mean, what was the differences that you saw being with a bunch of fucking punk ass fisters to being with, the real deal Holyfield 13 bangers doing your real fucking job?
Well, it was kind of funny because, fucking, I think it was Bricker that was always just a prick.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I was like, what the fuck? We're like all trying to do the same thing here. We're all trying to fucking better ourselves. Why the fuck are you being a prick right now? So I mean, besides that, it was fucking fun. Like me and Holguin, I think, hit it off pretty well. Lopez,
remember when we met? Remember when we met? You don't remember? We met during guard duty over guarding the Hajis cleaning in Iraq.
Oh yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we both got
fun.
So wait a minute, you guys had a history already from deployment. Then you guys already knew each other.
Remember, I told you about this. I said that's how I met. That's how I met him. Is because all of a sudden they sent me to go and because one of us had to go guard the Hajis cleaning all the the floors.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden this guy just showed up too, and I'm like, wait, there's two of us? I was like, all right, fuck it. Yeah. We're just sitting there talking, watching these dudes freaking mop and shit.
Yeah. Dude, trust me, I think we all had our fair share of having to deal with those smelly motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. God
damn. But I wasn't on extra duty because yeah. Well, that's another story for another day. So dude, so when I think we all remember Bricker quite well. Bricker's been a friend of the podcast. He's been here a few times too and shit. Oh man, we had some good
old
times.
Pepsi can.
Old Pepsi can. See, I don't think Ziggy knows about the whole Pepsi can thing.
I thought we explained that to him, didn't we? Ziggy, do you remember what Pepsi can means?
No, I don't.
All right, it's Lopez. You got to tell him about
you
the
got
story.
it, bro. You
got
you got this.
All right, because one day I forgot what we were doing, but we were talking about we were just shooting the shit, right? We're out in the field.
We were out
in the field chopping it up. Yeah, we're sitting in the cat from what I remember, and then Bricker was there. We're just talking, and then we're talking about like what women like, like who's bigger and who's all this stuff. And then out of left field, Bricker's like, "Oh well, I'm not the biggest fella in the world." He goes, "But that doesn't count." He goes, "They don't care about length. All they want is girth." And we're like, "Girth? Like, what do you mean?" He goes, "So you're short and stout, like a Pepsi can?"
So we told you're short and fat like a Pepsi can, bro.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Oh shit, dude. Dude, you gotta understand, like, I don't think that I was able to be out in the field with y'all on a field problem, because I was getting ready to PCS to Korea. And so at that time I became Smoke Chavari's fucking driver. They pulled me off the line because I was with y'all. It was Hodgson as the chief, and Mercer was the fucking was the gunner. And then from there it was me, you, McConnell, and Ziggy were in the gun. I mean in the cat. And fucking and the gun was still, I think, Bricker and Bash.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I had Bash on here too, man. Remember Bash talking about? Remember Bash when they SF? That motherfucker went to try it out for SF, bro.
Yeah, didn't he?
I like Bash, dude. I can't say nothing wrong.
No, Bash is cool. I like Bash.
Yeah, I love Bash.
Oh my god,
I still talk shit about. Hey, look, man, I love you all. If I don't talk shit about you, it's because I don't like you. All right. But the funniest thing, like Bash tried to say the last time he was on here, bro. Remember how we were talking about Holguin during the field problems when they would have us on Overwatch about 100 meters behind the gun, and we'd be humping like fucking 2 rounds and shit back and forth from the gun. Bash tried to say that he was humping 2 rounds.
Oh, baby. Hell no.
Baby.
No.
You probably could pick up 1 powder can. All right.
No, dude, that was rough. That was before Ziggy's time, right?
Yeah, that was before Ziggy came in. So Ziggy, tell me, when you got to Iraq, bro, so you went straight from fucking basic training to Iraq.
Oh yeah, I want to know about
this. You deployed? How did that happen, bro?
So I did get like 2 weeks off after OSET, like maybe not even 2, like a week off, because my recruiter put in that whole like come back and recruit with me thing.
Right.
So I got like a week to 2 weeks off, and then like immediately on a plane to Iraq, to the fucking unit. But you guys are already gone. They flew me through training up in like North Fort Hood or whatever. And then the craziest part was, since I was catching up to you guys, I was like in charge of myself as I went over to Iraq.
Oh no
so
shit.
Like,
what?
Yeah. No shit. Like they gave me orders. They're like, yeah, no, you gotta be here, you gotta be here, you gotta be here. So I got on a fucking plane to Dallas Fort Worth fucking International Airport from Fort Hood, and literally flew by myself, nobody else. I mean, of course there's all the other people, but no one from the unit.
Right.
Got over to fucking Kuwait, fucking I think either busted or fucking flew over into Iraq, and then
I'm sure you didn't bust it in, bro. I'm sure that I don't think there's a Greyhound line from Baghdad to Buring, bro. I mean, I remember we had Rhino buses. We had Rhino buses.
He's like, no, hell no, I hitchhiked, bro.
I was there, dude. Hey, I can imagine Ziggy fucking walking like what's his name? Bruce Banner on the critical in the 80s, walking backwards with his fucking he'd be with a duffel bag though, trying to catch a ride. Nah, Ziggy's a sailor though. Ziggy will be fucking trying to find a way to navigate by the stars and the moons and shit to get to Baghdad.
It was fucking nuts though. So yeah, got into Iraq. So I flew into main airport, right? Baghdad International. Caught a Rhino bus in. And that was the funniest part, because I had no idea where the fuck to go from there. I knew that we were going to Union 3.
Right.
It dropped off at Union 3 and looking around like, all right, now where the fuck do I go?
No
shut up. So you did all that by yourself?
Yeah, man.
Damn, that was a high speed.
What? Okay, so what month or what day did you get there? Do you remember?
I want to say it was like early February, maybe. No, it wasn't even February yet. It had to be January. Because I remember smoked the shit out of on my birthday. So I was already there for a little bit. So it had to be like January, December-ish.
Yeah, because we got there We crossed the border after Christmas. It was when we flew up. Wait, or was it before Christmas?
Before Christmas.
Yeah, it was right before, like around mid-December, because we got into the country on Holguin's birthday.
Yeah, on December 6th.
Yep, I remember. See, that's how I remember your birthday, because the day we deployed.
Okay, all right.
And yeah, that makes early January, because it was only a month after you guys got there.
But what's amazing to me is that what rank were you? E1, E2, E3?
E3.
So at least they trusted you as a PFC to make your flight, from fucking Dallas all the way to goddamn Baghdad. That's amazing.
BIOP.
Yeah, dude. Because I remember we couldn't when we were in Kuwait as a unit, bro, we couldn't go anywhere without being battle buddied up anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Even that, dude, remember Tank would tell us, you gotta go with the battle buddy, and you gotta tell him exactly where your punk ass gonna be.
Fun for me, though, because I could just go anywhere, do anything. Fucking, I was a one-man band.
Did you have a rifle when you were going through all that?
Then I'd get in trouble by random NCOs going, "Where the fuck's your battle buddy?" I'm like, I don't have a band.
So I don't know if you caught it, but Holguin asked, did you have a rifle with you, or did you get issued one until you got to Baghdad?
Oh, I don't think I had a rifle. I think, when I got to Baghdad, that's when they gave me a rifle.
Let me ask you something, man. So how old were you when you deployed?
19.
19 and green, man. Damn. Fucking young, dumb, and full of cum, baby. So was there a moment for you? As for me, I'll give you my example. I had my oh shit moment. This is real. When they gave us our initial issue, our 210 rounds to put in our motherfucking in our magazines, and my name was on the chalk, and this is what time you're flying into Baghdad. That was my oh shit, this is real moment. You know what I mean? They gave me the real bullets.
I gotta tell you mine, dude. I gotta tell you mine.
Go ahead,
dude. Honestly, the was when we flew in, right? When we flew in, because we didn't go on the fucking Rhinos there. We flew on the Blackhawks, remember?
Yep.
And then when we landed, and then all of a sudden this fucking just truck pulled up. Remember the flatbed was opened, and then we crawled back there, and we were driving we didn't know I thought it was Baghdad. There's tall buildings, and we were all freaking that's when I freaked out. I was like, oh fuck, there's a sniper or some shit, and that's when I was like, oh shit.
I'm gonna break that down a little bit for Ziggy here. Go ahead, Ziggy. What was your oh shit moment? I'm in war.
It had to be the first time out of the gates.
Okay.
Going, oh fuck. All right.
So you guys went out on patrols and shit with the fisters?
Yeah, dude, we were clearing around Irish fucking all day, every day, it seemed like.
So you were in headquarters then, you said, right?
Yeah, I was in headquarters, but I don't know how I got attached to the fisters.
Right. So I'm wondering, were you with the colonel in them, or who was your NCO? Who was your OICs?
That was all Fister command.
Oh, okay.
Literally, I was a Fister, basically. They threw me to the Fister. What's up, motherfucker?
Oh man, your phone is coming in broken and unreadable right now, bro. But it's all gravy. We make it do.
Mm-hmm.
So check this out. I'm gonna just put a little bit of icing on what Holguin's talking about. All right. So when we got there to BIOP, all right, it was late at night. We got to BIOP, and I'll tell you, it was a trip when I got there.
I think it was midnight, dude. It had to be after midnight.
Yeah. And what tripped me the fuck out though was when we got there, it would look like a movie. You see all these soldiers walking in a big ass line out of the C-130, right? And then as we're walking out, there's another line walking into the C-130, just like in the movies, those long ass lines. And dude, I felt like that song, Comfortably Numb. That's exactly what was going through my head, bro. And I remember I was with Cruz. We were together, and we were all kind of in a little group. Then they were like, hey, you guys line up over here. And we started getting ready to go to get on the birds. And they put us in these fucking Chinooks, bro. So we get into the Chinooks. Yeah. I remember Mm-hmm. And well, we get into the Chinooks, right? So we take off at a Abaya. I remember flying over we were going into the green zone up into LZ Washington it was. And as we're going there, I didn't know this, all right? So please forgive me for my bitch madeness, but the flares went off, all right?
It did that on you? It didn't do that to us until the second time around.
Bro, those fucking flares went off.
And then that shit just falls out of the sky?
Yes, and I'm like,
you just go, fuck, you're like this, and then you go.
I thought we were getting blasted at, bro. But check it out. So what Holguin's talking about, we ended up landing in LZ Washington, right there by where the big PX was, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got out, like we're just around a bunch of a bunch of T-walls, or all around that. And
with concertina wire on top.
Yeah,
on one side.
And then they put us
only on one side.
And they put us in the back of the LMTVs, bro. They put us in the back of the LMTVs. All right, no cover or anything. Just in the back of LMTVs, and we're all fucking just sitting there, nut to butt. I remember I was in between Dowden's legs. All right, that's what I remember. And we're starting to roll out, bro. And like he said, you remember the green zone, right? It's you're in the middle of fucking Baghdad. There's apartments, complexes all over the place. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, we're actually traveling out in this bitch like this. We could get sniped, bro. Like, I was shitting bricks, dog. Like, what the fuck? But we didn't know any better. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they didn't tell us shit. We just landed and just threw us and then I remember I was kind of ducking and I was kind of with my rifle, like looking at the fucking windows.
I was scared shit. So Ziggy,
as a matter of fact, it was me. The one that was behind me was McConnell. It was me, McConnell. Who else? It was another. Oh, there was like two other people. I just can't think of who it was, but we were all freaked. We were like, "You watch that side, we watch this side." It was stupid. It was so fucking dumb.
Ziggy, you know what the funny part was though? As soon as we all got to the motherfucking to the palace, right? Because we were at the Bath headquarters right there at Union 3. We just start raiding all the fucking rooms, bro. And we were like, "Oh, I'm taking this chair. Oh, I'm taking that chair. Oh, I'm taking this." We didn't know any better, bro. We didn't know that those rooms were already.
We wrapped up the shit out of everybody.
Took everybody's shit.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we came up on tables. We came up on picnic chairs, like all kinds of fun stuff,
dude.
And then everybody else's rooms, and then the other people that would roll in.
Where were you sleeping at, Ziggy?
Up in one of those rooms with the fisters. I think like 5th floor.
Oh fuck! You were all the way up there.
Well, you know that one floor that had the huge fucking basketball court in the middle of it that got bombed out?
Oh, yeah.
And
we built it.
Redid it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was.
Dude, I heard that the SFs used to go up there to the bombed out area. They used to go up there and go smoke and drink.
Yeah, they were up there all the time.
Fuckers.
Actually, I think that was the 4th floor.
Yeah, could,
because that was the floor. Remember when we were leaving, they put us all in there too. When we were leaving, we had to sleep in there in cots, and I believe that was the 4th floor, because the bottom one was the one that connected to the computer area. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the second one. That's where we were, and then there was a 3rd one, and then a 4th one. The top one was where all like the headquarters and everybody was.
Huh.
So it had to be the 4th.
Special forces guys hung out.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Ziggy. What was your position like? In the Humvees? Were you like a gunner, a driver, or?
So I started as just a dismount.
Okay.
And then got to be a gunner, and then they rotated me out to a driver, and then I basically stayed a driver the whole rest of the time.
Were there any oh shit moments for you, like, I might not be coming back out of this one, or what was like your frame of mind as you were there, like any reality moments? I just want to hear, like, from your point of view in Baghdad, going out there, like, take me on a mission. Like, what was your daily missions like out there?
So daily missions were basically, I remember route clearance on Irish, basically, fucking more than anything, and being a driver, and I was driving for the platoon sergeant, and he was always like, "Hey, hit that motherfucking thing, hit that motherfucking thing, hit that motherfucking thing." I'm like, are we supposed to be like this without hitting it? But no. He literally had me swerve off the road to hit shit.
You got
so like
be
that,
like
that's
that.
still fun. Yeah,
Dude.
that was always fun.
So was your missions during the night or was it during the day?
Both. We had night missions and day missions.
You guys never had to do QRF though, huh?
No, we did QRF. We were on the QRF station.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish I remember seeing you, bro. I mean, I don't even remember being fist. I couldn't tell you any of the fisters that we had attached to us.
Yeah,
they were like to themselves.
Yeah, we kept to ourselves. And like at
like
one
he said,
point,
we kept to ourselves.
We,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, my
me.
bad. we see how it is.
Sorry. Oh,
oh my God, fucking Ziggy. Ziggy, let me know about something. Tell me about your like your growing up in Pacifica. Where is that in Cali, bro?
It's about 15 minutes south of San Francisco on the coast.
Oh my, damn, the coast. So you live in the bougie area, is what it sounds like.
It's bougie as fuck now, but when I was here, it was basically blue collar workers.
Okay,
it was like the last fucking bastion blue collar workers.
So it was a working class area than where you lived at.
Yeah, and then I got back, and it's all bougie as fuck now.
Yeah, I mean it is California, though. You know what I'm saying? So. Hey. I ain't gonna lie. We had a conversation yesterday and shit. And I love California. I do. That's my home. I will always love Cali, but I just love Texas now. San Antonio is my new home, bro. I've adopted this place. I couldn't go to Austin because Austin is just basically fucking LA, LA number 2. You know what I'm saying? But dude,
Austin, San Francisco light.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So how long did you serve total in the Army?
4 years.
So you only did your 4 and you were out.
Yeah, I got out because, when I got in, they promised me Ranger School. Fucking, it took me 2 years to actually get orders for Ranger School. Then I got fucking orders, and I remember the day because I was, we were on the 50 cal range. The truck 50 cal range. And I was working with the PSD team, personal security for the colonel.
Right.
And the sergeant major walks in like with my orders and he goes, "Hey, Nofziger, you know how you got orders for Ranger School?" He like basically rips them up right in front of me. He's like, "You're not going."
What the fuck?
That's not cool, dude.
And another guy took my spot, and he got to the unit like a couple weeks after we got there. So I would have been fucking just right in time still, but no.
So
after that, I was like, fuck.
I feel you, dude. So let me ask you, if you would have been able to get tabbed up, would you have reclassed to 11 Bravo to go into a regiment or Ranger?
I don't know. I was thinking possibly, but then also it would have been fun to have the fucking tab and still be an artillery guy.
Yeah, I think your orders probably would have been cut quickly to reclass, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't just gonna be a 13 Bravo with a tab, bro.
No, but qualified to get the orders, they had to reclass me as 11 Bravo.
Dude, it's fucked
so
up.
As I was still fucking with,
damn,
they reclassed me and then reclassed me again after the orders were fucking canceled.
Motherfuckers, dude. Fucking big green weenie, man. Big green weenie.
So we all got fucked by it somehow.
Yeah, we did. Did you decide to? Okay, so did you only do that one deployment, or did you do a secondary deployment with the unit?
Deployment with 582.
Okay, yeah, I don't know about that one because I was gone to Korea by that time, and I was living in. That was heaven. But talk to me since y'all both were there, right? Were you there too, Holguin, for that one?
We were actually in the same with the we were with the colonel, right?
Yeah, we were with the colonel. Personal security for the colonel and their fucking higher ups that decided to ride along with us.
Mm-hmm.
So what was that experience like? Like being Holguin, so for example, Holguin, you remember how our deployment was with our platoon, and how it was just between all of us. Like we had that fucking cohesiveness, like, you know, being that it was our first deployment together, you know, we all came up together. How was that going into your second deployment? And was there any lessons learned from the previous deployment that you used on the second deployment?
Oh, dude. Honestly, the second deployment, it was, we were like bastard children. You know what I'm saying? Like we were kind of
Yeah,
like, we were kicked around different fobs and shit and different like posts around all of Iraq. It's like we were trying to find like a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like at first
yeah.
they were like, hey,
I remember doing so much fucking dismount patrols that it
mm-hmm.
was stupid. And of course, I always had the SAW or the 240, which that was fun.
Oh yeah.
One man.
And I remember remember in the, what was it, the first one we went to? And we had to clear that freaking, because they said there was like mortars somewhere in the middle of a grapevine area. And oh wait, it wasn't with you guys. Oh wait, no, it was you guys. And then we had a duck, and then I had that stupid radio with the little whip antenna, and it kept getting caught on the freaking vines. Oh, ugh.
Yep.
That sucked. That hurt my lower back fucking running underneath like this, like hunched over.
According to the VA, it is not combat related.
Mhm.
I was dismounted. I was in a gun truck pulling security. And that's when fucking you know how we fucking trained over and over and over how to set up checkpoints and everything. This fucking guy, our LT, who was in my truck, goes, "Hey, Nofziger, go take that cone, go fucking 100 yards out and just stand there and stop traffic." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? No, I'm not gonna." I looked at my platoon sergeant, Chooks, and I was like, "Chooks, really? Really? We got the gunner up there. He's covering you." I'm like, "Fuck off. This isn't how we do this shit."
Oh my!
Yeah, everything we did was. Who was our LT?
That was the first LT we had, because we had two LTs.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, because we were going so many, like they would drop a guy on us, and then but we were the colonels. So whenever the colonel was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, that guy's not with you anymore. I'm with you now. You're basically like your officer. So we're gonna go random places." Like when we went to that freaking what is it, that police headquarters? Remember, like out of middle of nowhere. And then all of a sudden we're like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to live here." And then there was all these freaking Iraqis just staring at us while we were sleeping. Weird.
I remember doing roving patrol and just going, "This is ridiculous."
Yeah, aimlessly. Yeah, just go in this area. Yeah, you'll be good.
No shit, dude. I mean, that just sounds horrible to me. Like, as far as like, I mean, where were the NCOs? Where was the platoon sergeants? Be like, sir, this is a stupid idea. You know, like, I mean, I'm grateful.
It was the colonel. It was all the colonel. The colonel was like, "No, we're doing this, and we're doing this. We're doing anytime we're taking fire, mortars or anything else.
Yeah,
everybody fucking go to, you know, like cover up and like get safe." I remember the colonel was like, "Yeah, you guys better be in the fucking trucks and ready to go."
Yeah, so shit was landing.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of gets my dick hard, because I'll tell you what, when we had Colonel Sesson out there on our first deployment, I love the balls on that man. That man, like, I mean, we would be out there like in the middle of the fucking, we were doing a bank run. I remember we were doing a bank run, and that motherfucker walked out there like just taking charge of shit, you know, with his 9mm up here, walking around, not looking for trouble, but if trouble was there, fuck it, let's do it. Let's pick a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's put it like this. Okay, let me compare the two. Like, the Sesson was honestly like, I don't even remember the other guy. Honestly, I really don't remember our colonel. And I was part of his
There was a fat guy that came and took over him. His name was Daughtry, I think.
Doherty.
Was it him?
Doherty?
Yeah.
Doherty. Yeah, it is Doherty. Doherty. Yes.
Yep.
But Sesson was a different breed, dude. I would take Sesson over anybody, dude. So I don't think it's like the comparison between the two. It's kind of like night and day. Okay. They're just different. Like different.
So you could say then, I guess, the way Ziggy makes it sound like this Colonel would have been more of like a metal chasing motherfucker.
Yes.
Then while Sesson was more about taking care of the soldiers.
The soldiers,
shit happened, you there. Because I mean, Sesson had us wearing motherfucking iPro when we didn't need iPro.
Or remember we walked around with those candy canes and our freaking
candy canes in the fucking chamber, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Hogan. Remember that one mission where we started taking rocket fire and like we found out exactly where they were coming from. We roll out and there was still rockets fucking ready to go. And he's like, go up there and lasso them.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Lasso them. All right, check this out, y'all. We're about to hit our first break here. I'm going to send you guys out a link in 10 minutes. So if y'all got a shower, shave, this is the time to go ahead and do that. To the listeners, we'll be right back in a few seconds. Dude, I'm loving this episode. It's going fucking gravy. I'm hoping you're enjoying it too, Ziggy. This is my therapy without the therapist. We'll see you here in a few minutes. Everybody, thanks. And we are back. It only took, like I said, maybe a second for y'all, but for us, it's been over 10 minutes. We are back. The last we heard, there was a fucking cowboy of a colonel trying to lasso in fucking rockets. But, so, dude, it sounds like you guys had a hell of a fucking fun deployment on that one. You know what I mean? Sarcasm heavy. Ziggy.
Well, okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, let me say something real quick. The worst thing about that deployment was in the middle of the deployment, we couldn't leave our fob because they stopped all operations. So I don't know if Ziggy remembers that shit, but oh my God, that ate me up, dude. That was such bullshit. It was like the biggest bullshit. I think it was like 2 months where we didn't do shit. We just sat there.
Rock climbing wall. Do you remember that?
Which one?
When I built the rock climbing wall?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's when we had we had all this time where we just like, fuck it. We just started doing random stuff. It was stupid. It was just like, but yeah, I remember that. That was actually pretty fun.
So Ziggy, what kind of stories do you recall from out there?
All right, so I got a good one. Fucking, I don't know if Holguin remembers this one, but I just got pinned. I just got my buck sergeant, and fucking, I got dragged into this fucking briefing where the briefing was the colonel wanted to basically cordon off this entire village. Half the PSD team was going to go on foot the night before and cordon one side of it, and then the gun trucks were going to roll in on the fucking other side and basically, cordon off the entire village. Funnel everybody. So I look at this and I go, hey guys, there's an issue though over here. We don't have any dismounts in between the trucks. And on the other side of the truck was this huge marsh area. So fucking river fucking, it was a marsh, a fucking area. So I'm like, guys, we need dismounts. And I remember just all the old NCOs going, no, we don't need any dismounts. That'll be fun. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, whatever. Fuck it. Let's go and do it.
Oh my God.
So I get to this captain, I forget who the captain even was. And I had my saw, and it was me and Judy that were attached to him. And we were supposed to basically be PSD for him as he was going through the village and whatever he wanted to do. Well, sure enough, as soon as we fucking roll up and get out, the fucking, there's a guy that just takes off and the fucking marsh. And I was like, fuck me, exactly what I was fucking saying to everybody.
Yeah, and then I remember because they called us on the radio because I was part of the gun trucks that were sitting there. And I see this dude running, And I'm like, they're like, oh, gun truck, stop him. And we're like, dude, there's only a driver, a fucking TC, and a fucking gunner. So there's only 3 people in the, like, who do you want? The gunner to take off running or the drivers to take off running? Like, it's so dumb. So, and they're like, stop him. And we're like, no.
So guess who's the asshole that got to go and fucking chase this motherfucker down?
Oh, I know who that is. I know who that special person is.
So Judy literally fucking go peace to the captain. We fucking go back to the truck, strip off all our fucking gear, and load up our fucking pockets.
Well, you got to tell them how bad that water smells. That fucking swamp water. Tell them about that swamp water, dude.
It was fucking nasty as fuck. Me and Judy get into this fucking canoe, and we just start taking off that motherfucker.
Motherfucker over here like he's goddamn Washington crossing the Delaware.
It is. Yeah. And dude, and these canoes are like fucking straw, dude. You got.
Yeah. It was fucking insane. In fact,
Navy
of it on Facebook.
No shit.
One that I'm in a canoe with Judy. So only picture me in a canoe.
What?
But yeah,
hey,
did y'all catch him at least?
Did you guys catch him?
So I'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Pick up with
I don't even remember.
Team that got sent in to fucking help us, and now we ditched the canoe and we're like in a delta formation going down like the main part of this fucking river. Well, Kaz is fucking called in, so now we have an Apache fucking overhead, and it's telling us exactly where to fucking go. And so we hear that the guys, fucking 100 meters this way and then off to the left or off to the right. So we're fucking going down this fucking river like riverines or something that we all fucking trained for, right?
Right, exactly.
Big time.
So anyways, we're doing the best that we can. This water's literally up to like right here on all of us. So we're just waiting to take that step that fucking we just go under, right? Luckily that didn't happen. But we make our way and the Apache's like, all right, they're right there. Or the guy's right there. He's in a canoe. All you have to do is turn right. So we fucking fan out, go. This motherfucker in the canoe literally bends down, picks up something, and like jumps off the fucking front of the canoe. I shot because fuck it at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if I hit the guy at all, right? I think I did, but I don't at that point. So we're trying to fucking we secure the canoe. The canoe had like 10 fucking rifles in it, all fucking red, ready to fucking
hit.
Yeah.
Bro, wait.
They were smuggled from Iran. Speaking of which, they were actually Kalashnikovs that were smuggled from Iran.
Ziggy, was this the 240 that you had at the time, or did you have an M4?
M4s.
I had
sorry.
Bro, you should just keep on popping.
40 because I didn't want to go in with fucking heavy.
Yeah, I feel you. That bitch weighs a ton and a half. Dude.
So we secure the area because now the Apache is just watching the guy. So we find another canoe with a bunch more fucking rifles on red.
Oh shit.
We're like, so we keep calling into this fucking Apache going, where the fuck is this guy? Where is he?
Right.
And the Apache's like, oh, he's too far gone. He just met up with 3 other guys.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So we're like, oh fuck.
And it's just you and Judy still at this time.
No, it's me, Judy, and like 3 other guys.
Okay.
That met up with us.
Okay.
So, and one of them was an LT. The LT's like, fuck this. Let's fucking go back. Okay. Like we're out of our element right here. Like what are we doing right now? So we fucking start going back, and we keep hearing over the radio that the guys left one guy like fucking in the marsh.
Oh, no
and that
shit.
guy heat signature just drops.
That's probably the guy you popped.
Yeah, that was the guy that I popped.
Nice. That's awesome, bro. At least you got yourself your kill, baby.
Yeah, that was the one time I actually shot anything over there.
Dude, there's a lot of people out there that they got to fire their rifles only at the fucking zero range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they
or
claim
some people at the clearing barrels.
Yo, I don't know who that was, but that wasn't me. Did somebody have an ND?
Hey, you know what the crazy one was during I forgot what fob was the first fob that we were at. We were basically like QRF of the whole fucking fob. And I remember hearing that a female LT got shot right in her thigh, like closer up towards her pelvic area.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted to help her because she was an LT and she bled to death.
Damn. I remember hearing that on our first deployment that there was some chick that got shot and it was around her private area and she ended up bleeding out because nobody wanted to, help out in that area.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
You'd be surprised how many times that's happened. Oh shit. My bad.
So needless to say, there were a lot of missions out there that were just fucking basically retarded and just to kill time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But we in a shit ton of doors too. Like that was always fucking the crazy part is kicking in doors and like seeing a family trying to eat dinner.
Mm.
And it's like, where's the bad guys?
Hey, Ziggy, remember that time where we went to that village and then we went into this like hut, and in the hut they kept trying to feed us and they were bringing us like fish. And this is in Mason. This is in that swampy area. And they were bringing us fish that had like flies just crawling all over it. And then they were like, they kept like forcing us, like, you got to take a bite. It's disrespectful. And I was like, oh my God. Like, holy shit, dude. That was terrible, dude.
That
you felt awkward.
Like, fucking, we would be, the colonel would want to talk to, like the sheikh or, the fucking main guy in the village. And we'd have like the fucking, what team was that? The interpreters / like psyops team.
Mm-hmm.
We'd all get sat down in this fucking, building of some sort, and they'd fucking pass around tea and everything else. And I'm like, shit, one of these days they're gonna fucking lace this shit and take us all the fuck out.
Oh yeah, it was rough, dude. It was rough. It was rough going for a while.
When I was in Mosul, I remember fucking, we would there was one time we were going through some house to house bullshit, and the people were bringing us chai, and at that time I was still weary of these motherfuckers, you know what I mean? I like, hell no, I ain't trusting them. But after a while it became one of those like, fuck it, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
That's how I looked at it too. Like after like the 5th time, it's like, well, I haven't died yet.
Yeah, for real, dude. I'll tell you, one of the cool things that I saw out there, like, I mean, it's a crazy experience being that we were out there, like one thing I like about this podcast that I enjoy doing is I see a lot of podcasts out there, and it's usually like your fucking Navy SEALs or your Delta Force operators or your fucking SFs and your Rangers. All right, I get it, man. Y'all did that cool guy shit. But you know what? We deployed too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got stories too. You know what I'm saying? There were more of us than y'all.
Dude, you don't know how many times that me and Ziggy were just fucking off. Like, I'm not meaning like during our second deployment because we had so much fucking free time.
Yeah.
Like me and him, we would fucking wrestle in the back of the freaking what was it? It was not the MRAPs. The MRAPs. And then like when we had to move, because we had to move quite a bit. And we were strapping our TVs to the top of the fucking, like we were doing all kinds of dumb shit, dude. And it's like, it's just because like we're just shooting the shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And that second deployment is where me and Ziggy became close, like really close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were my driver while, right?
What's that?
What's that?
Holguin, you were my driver there for a while, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Towards the end, when we moved to what was that fucking fob out in the middle of fucking Hunter? Yeah, Hunter. That's what it was. Oh god, what a shithole!
God damn.
That was so fun. Apparently, half that fucking electrical fucking shit was held together with basically bubble gum and fucking tinfoil.
Oh, and sheer will.
Oh my god. Do you guys think that, after all those fucking years that we spent out there, that we made any kind of a positive fucking influence or anything like that?
Dude, that's a good question.
Well, all right. I know that we were the second deployment. Our colonel was all gung ho on fucking giving out, like, trying to do the hearts and minds thing, right?
Right.
Out a bunch of different shit to schools, bunch of school supplies.
What year was that, Ziggy? Real quick, Ziggy, what year was that on that deployment?
2008, right? 2008,
2009 to 2009.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Holguin? Did we win any hearts and minds out there?
Honestly, after giving a bunch of goats out and building a lot of random shit and taking out that fucking wild boar that was running around there, no.
I think it was a good thought, but you could tell, like, everybody that we were giving shit to was like, yeah, okay, thanks, guys, whatever, fucking piss off.
Yeah, because we would get mortared like fucking almost every night, dude. Like, it's crazy. Like, they were giving our little tiny fobs fucking, it was crazy. And so you would think, like, okay, well, what's that?
He froze.
Do you remember that we'd pull up on the village, knew that shit was fucking coming from because we had the fucking incoming radar? We're artillery. We know exactly where our shells go, where shells are coming in from. That village would then say, oh, no, it's the village down there.
Oh, it wasn't us. They were like, oh, no.
No.
We love you. We love you. We love America, New York. You're like, oh, fuck you, dude.
Oh man, dude, it's a trip. I sit back and I think about it a lot. Like fucking like, I try to say that we did some good out there. I mean, it was a war that we shouldn't have been in the first place.
No, hell no, dude.
And don't get it twisted. I know I joined specifically because I wanted to go to war. Like, I knew that's what I wanted to do. And I was 100% with the cause. But then as the years have gone by, we didn't get nothing out of it. We didn't get a fucking thing out of it. Hell, we haven't even gotten a welcome home parade. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nothing. We got nothing out of it. And then we look at Afghanistan. Go ahead, Ziggy.
I said we got PTSD out of it.
Hell yeah, baby. Yeah. Don't forget to put your signs out for fucking 4th of July. Oh yeah. Seriously, dude. Those people piss me the fuck off. I'm gonna be straightforward with y'all. Those motherfuckers really piss me off because I don't think that they live with PTSD. I think they just want the motherfucking attention. And they give those that actually live with it. I don't say suffer from PTSD because I think only bitches suffer. I think, those that live with it live with PTSD. You know what I'm saying? They're your demons that you made a fucking room for in your mind. That's what I mean. The last couple of podcasts, that's what I've been dealing with. I had some shit going in my head. But honestly, dude, I think that those motherfuckers give bad names to the ones that actually do live with that shit. You know what I mean? That because the ones that have it, I think, are more quiet about it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah,
they don't go advertising it on their t-shirts saying does not play well with others. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, speaking of advertising it, you should probably set one up like that.
Look, my t-shirts are all artillery based or something about that.
I keep saying I was gonna buy one. I'm like, I'm gonna buy one this check, and then fucking bills kick me in the ass. So
I feel you, hey, it's the thought that counts, man. If for any of y'all want to go to onthegunline.com, there's a link to support merch, and it'll be right there, y'all.
Okay. Also, you should set up the link for the dudes that create that stuff in the back, the artillery shells in the background, and for Hunt's book.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. So
Mm.
for those that don't know, our co-host Lee Hunt over here, he just dropped his book. It should be coming out soon. It's called The Black Web. Once I get it and review it and read it, I'm gonna give y'all my motherfucking opinion on it. Y'all know I keep it 100. So Ziggy, when are you coming out with a book, man? You should have like a book already for the life and times of Sailor fucking Martin over here.
Shit. Someday.
Let me ask. So,
dude,
just to circle back real quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold up. Me and Ziggy, we're gonna go on adventures. Speaking of which, soon, we're gonna write a book about that. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Go out being pirates. You know,
hell yeah.
Pirates, yeah.
But private. Hey, you know, you're gonna be the first in line to watch that.
Dude, hell yeah. I'm gonna be like Meatwad coming out with the fucking sheetrocks. You know, fucking I'll tell you, on deployment, bro, Holguin is the one that got me into fucking Aqua Teen Hunger Force, into Robot Chicken, because I didn't know about that shit. But this motherfucker was always fighting it. What's that, Ziggy?
The number one in the hood, y'all.
Yeah,
that's right.
Number one in the hood, G.
Oh my god. Oh, he's a damn risk. Dude, I'm telling you, all I would hear on Holguin's side of our room was from watching fucking the Robot Chicken, bro. Yeah. Let me ask you, Ziggy, when you got out of the military, when you got out the army, we already found out why you decided to, you know, chuck deuces on them. When you got out, did you have a plan, you know, and how did that go for you?
Fuck no, I didn't have a plan. One of my good buddies that I met while in fucking Fort Hood, still cool EOD cat that ended up passing away a little while ago. But I met up with him over in San Francisco, and we had some adventures, and I was enrolled in college, doing the whole college thing right afterwards, fucking using the GI Bill, collecting unemployment, you know, fucking drinking much.
Hey, bro, you earned it. You earned it. Spend it how you want, baby.
Yeah, right? Yep.
So my buddy goes to me, "Hey, I'm gonna jump on this boat. You want to come?" I'm like, fuck it, why not? Too many deserts. Let's go fucking see some ocean. So I end up jumping on this boat, and a few years later, the boat ends up fucking actually sailing off. And that started my whole sailing shit.
No shit, bro. I mean,
so
go ahead.
Did he get paid for that? Like, did you get paid for that, like a deckhand?
No. Definitely didn't get paid. It was all volunteer labor, fucking. But it was cool though, because it set me up with a whole bunch of fucking skills that I use later. So
okay.
Ziggy, I'm really curious as to, like, okay, so you jump on this fucking boat, you guys start taking off, like, when you start going like to different ports, for example, you just, let's say you sail to Hawaii, for example, and then from there you want to go, like, I think you were out in like one of the islands out there in the middle of the Pacific, out of fucking in the middle of nowhere.
All right, I'll do the whole fucking thing. So we started off in San Francisco. We jumped down the coast, fucking hitting port by port all the way down to LA. From LA, we picked up some people, headed out to the Catalina Islands, stayed there for a couple days, and then headed.
Did you stay for the Catalina? Was it Catalina wine mixer?
I wish. Fucking one thing I wanted to do.
The motherfucking Catalina wine mixer.
Wine mixer, yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, so we get over to Hawaii, and the first mate and his wife end up jumping off the boat. So now it's just me, the owner, and the two owners. And I was like, guys, this boat's way too fucking big for three of us to fucking handle correctly.
And were they young or older?
They were some older guys. They were like in their 50s.
Oh shit. Okay.
What type of boat was this? Like a sailboat or what kind of boat?
100 foot double masted boat, a schooner, that is, but it's traditionally rigged, which means it has a lot more lines and a lot more fucking. You need to pay a lot more attention to it. Gotcha. So why I actually was fucking getting pissed off at him and saying that we needed more people was because as we were taking it from the Big Island up to Oahu, we decided to go when it looked okay, but we fucking in this one channel, and I'm there fucking trying to rip down the sails basically by myself because one of the guys is way too big to fucking do anything, and the other guy was helm. So I'm not even lashed off to anything. It's like blowing fucking maybe 40, 50 knots.
Oh, shit.
And just 10-foot waves, I want to say, fucking breaking over everything. And I'm there on this fucking, it was the mizzen fucking boom, tearing down this sail, fucking scratching at it for my life, basically. And I remember one fucking wave hits, and I had to grab on and like just hang on with all my fucking strength as it boom fucking goes over the side and then fucking back over.
Holy fuck, dude.
So I go, guys, fuck this. We need more people. So we ended up picking up 8 more crew members.
Oh, shit.
I trained those motherfuckers up, and out of the 8, 5 of them are now captains.
Nice.
So yeah, that was kind of fun. But so from Hawaii, we went down to first stop was Christmas Atoll, which is a little speck in the middle of the Pacific.
What is it called again?
Huh?
What was that one called?
Christmas Atoll.
Christmas Atoll?
Yeah, an atoll is basically an island that's sunk in the middle, and the reef is all that's left on the.
Oh, okay.
Did you happen to find Gilligan around there?
No.
Or the skipper. What about the skipper?
No. See her either.
So, dude, I mean, I'm glad that, you know, it sounds like obviously a lot of fucking physical work, a lot of fucking mental stress. But I think that in a way that's also good for us, especially veterans that come out after being in the theater. It's good to keep your mind occupied, right? And I mean, at least I think you probably got something out of that, did you?
Yeah, I did. And then I made the mistake of, well, getting married, and then we decided to buy our own boat, which don't buy your own boat. If you're listening to this, do not buy your own boat. Sail other people's boats.
I can imagine the maintenance on that.
Yeah, maintenance and everything else, but then you're also in charge of fucking people. And
so Ziggy, where is your boat right now? Is it still in SF or is it in Tahiti?
Tahiti. Yeah.
See, and that's what my questions were going to be. As far as like that, like when you go sailing and you go like island hopping and whatnot to different ports, like that's a whole other country now. That's a whole. Do you need a passport, or how do customs work with that, or can you just like sail in and be like, hey, I'm just here for a while? You know what I'm saying? How does that work?
You need a passport, and really you should be checking in like with the government, whoever's in control of that, before you even make it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just something that you're just gonna jump on a fucking boat and be like, I'm here.
They don't really like that too much, especially now with the COVID shit going on. And has been going on. Like they get really fucking territorial.
So how far can you be off of some other territory or land before it becomes like legally their territory or their area?
It's all dependent. I think the actual maritime law is like 2 miles. I want to say have special zones that put that out to like 20 miles.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah, so like you're in their special, like Australia, for instance.
Now
they're like the United States with technology wise, right? So they can pick us up or any other boat fucking miles and miles and miles off. So they know you're coming from fucking far away.
Right. Let me ask you, Zig. Were you into boat shit or sailing shit prior to you jumping on the boat after you got out the army? Was this something that you like would do as a hobby or anything?
No. So my dad, when I was like fucking almost before I could remember, had a boat, and apparently we went out all the time, but I don't remember any of it. But yeah, and that no fucking.
Was there a peacefulness, like when
tranquility or
right? Was there? Yeah, kind of like think about what was that fucking movie with Forrest Gump in it, man? That Castaway motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Hanks.
Yeah, Castaway. It's Castaway.
Yeah, that's right. So when he was out in the water, you know what I mean? And like, is there like a peacefulness at some time where just a calmness where you could just be alone and like what's that
with your
like,
thoughts?
That's actually a good question. Yeah, there's night shift is when that normally happens, and you get to see stars like you cannot believe. Like better stars than any desert or anywhere in the fucking mainland. It's just unbelievable. Like you're there and you just see shooting star after shooting star after star. Like track, and it's not even supposed to be like a major, like going on at that point.
Okay, I had a random question. Popped into my mind. What's the weirdest shit you've seen out there where you're just like traveling, you're like, oh, that's fucking weird,
I got this one. So I didn't realize what it was until fucking years later, but it was about dawn, and we were sailing. We were off the coast, I'd say maybe off the coast of the United States, probably about 300-400 miles off. And
are you talking about that continental divide where it kind of like drops?
Yeah, it's about close to there. But
okay.
So on the big boat that we were on, the first one, it has dark red fucking sails, and you can't see through these. They're fucking thick, right?
Okay.
All of a sudden, I see through the fucking sail like a fireball.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going, what the fuck is that shit? And for the longest time, I couldn't really figure out what the fuck it was until I realized that we were basically off Vandenberg fucking Air Force Base, where they launch missiles and rockets all the fucking time.
Okay.
I probably saw the fucking rocket taking off.
Damn.
I would have been thinking it was fucking ET trying to phone home.
Yeah, no shit. I was like, oh shit, UFO and shit.
Ziggy's like pulling down his pants. Okay, I'm gonna get probed finally.
I'm ready. Oh my god, dude! I tell you, this is one of the things that I miss about being out in the field, man. Being like having this camaraderie, this shit, like it just picks up where we left off. You know what I'm saying? I haven't talked to Ziggy shit honestly, like in voice like this since I left to Korea. That was in 2007, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just I love this.
I mean, texted, but that's about it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not the same as like just this shit right here, man. I wish civilians would understand that. It's just a brotherhood that's built out of a bunch of fucking boredom, and I just learned this new one called trauma bonding. Apparently that's
trauma bonding.
Yeah.
You've heard of it, huh, Ziggy? Yeah.
Heard of something similar, but yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. I just barely found out about this about a week or two ago. I had no idea because I was talking to my old lady about this shit, and she's like, "Yeah, well, that's because you guys are trauma bonded." What the fuck does that mean? She's like, "You guys went through shit together." I'm like, yeah, but I hate how they have to put a name to it. I don't know. It just sounds a little bit like, I don't know.
It makes it weird, dude. It makes it more like, huh.
All right, like kind of cringy in a way. Like,
like,
how come our our forefathers, our veterans that came in World War II and shit like that, they didn't have this trauma bonding. It's like the word battle buddy. I fucking hate battle buddy because
remember they used to use the word shell shock. Remember?
Was that? What'd you say?
Or Ziggy? Go ahead, Ziggy.
I was just saying, what's up, Bat?
Oh God, I hated that shit.
Oh my. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Horrible. Hey, battle. Oh my God, dude.
What the bat?
Dude, I'm telling you, I hated fucking battle buddy. When I was in Korea, bro, I had a first sergeant, Kippy Samuel. That motherfucker, he was from New York. He was like, I hate that motherfucking battle buddy. Sound like y'all gonna grab dicks later on. Come on, battle buddy. Bunch of fucking faggots. Oh, I mean, that's when you could talk like that in the army. You know what I mean? Yeah. And just because of that, my shit's not going to get any play on YouTube now because I said that. But it's okay. Y'all can catch me on Rumble now. But dude, I mean, it's crazy. I think seeing how the army has shifted. As far as like how it was when we were in to how it is now. And I don't know how it is now. I've been now fucking 8 years. Well, I got out in 2015. So
let me say, okay, watch. The other day, I was here because I'm in El Paso. So right here is Fort Bliss. And I heard a unit, they use some stupid model for when they get dismissed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was something stupid like, see you later. Something dumb, something really dumb. And I was like, oh my God, dude. And it reminded me of our fucking, whenever we got dismissed with Norwood, remember?
Yeah, shoot him in the face.
Remember that? Shoot him in the fucking face. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with these fucking people here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's just the shit now,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, I mean, Harrison shit. Like, I go to school with a lot of cats that got out fucking just a couple years ago or like last year.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, you're an actual veteran. I'm like, what? Yeah, no, it's like completely fucking different.
Right.
It's all fuck now.
Well, like you said, I think it has a lot to do with the garrison army versus being a combat army, and I don't want to take away from the vets now that are coming out that haven't gone to combat or haven't seen, service. Because at the same time, if we want to really fucking start nitpicking shit, how many actually saw combat in a combat theater? How many actually fucking fired their weapons? You know what I mean? So that's why dude, I'm telling you, when I was in Mosul and I was getting my ass chewed, well, not chewed, but I got some fucking LT was telling me like you shouldn't be yelling at them like that because it was y'all punk ass motherfuckers from 582 that came over to relieve us out there, and and
remember I was gone.
Yeah, you were gone by then. This was in 2010, bro. And these motherfuckers were coming. They were coming into Mosul, right? And we had let's put it like this: when I was there, I didn't think I was coming back, bro. So, and I was the dismount NCO, and so I was trying to train up your fucking their dismounts on how our tactics were, how we did it when we went on our patrols inside the fucking tight streets of I was gonna say TJ because that's what it reminds me of. You know what I'm saying? It's straight fucking Tijuana over there, bro. But
dude, the only thing you got to worry about in the tight streets of Tijuana is A, getting snatched up by one of the prostitutes, or B, getting snatched up by the federales. That's the only ones you have to eat, and both of them you can pay off. So
exactly, 100%. Because I did that shit. I paid a motherfucker off, baby. But no, I mean, I was trying to teach these motherfuckers, hey, this shit, I'm going home. I'm going to fuck home. You motherfuckers over here. Well, anyways, long story short, these motherfuckers were trying to say like, oh, I can't wait till we get hit. I can't wait till, I earn this. Like, bitch, I'll give you back my cab. I'll give you my cab. And my cab was fucking earned. Same with you, Holguin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You were there. Fucking.
I would love to give that shit back.
Yeah, if I can bring back those bring back the motherfuckers.
If I can bring back Lopez, if I can bring out the Doc, then we're
exactly.
Good,
so, be careful what you wish for. You know what I'm saying? And that's what pissed me off. But anyways, a lot of motherfuckers out there are now feeling like because they didn't deploy that, they don't feel like they're actual vets. And I get that, I get it. I'll talk shit like that, but if I'm talking with another veteran within our own circles, versus I'm not gonna let a civilian try to talk shit to them. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you, what have you done? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, y'all, it looks like I got about a minute left again. Are we good for
shit.
one more?
Okay.
One more?
I'm down. I'm down.
All right. All right. 10 more minutes. I'll shoot you. I mean, in 10 minutes, I'll shoot you the link and we'll go ahead and just put a nice little bow tie and land this airplane and continue with the story of Ziggy, you know, and gone from from fucking soldier to sailor, you know. He's
crazy.
A butt pirate. Nah. I'll be careful with what I say because I know Ziggy, you know, I ain't trying to get Ziggy in trouble either. So, all right, with that said, see y'all here in a few minutes, y'all, okay?
All right.
See you on the view. Yep. All right, and we are back with part 3 of the saga of From Soldier to Sailor. Old Ziggy over here, man. And I'm telling you, I still remember seeing Ziggy for the first time. Like, I don't know, there was this joke that McConnell would always make with you or something like that about a pony platoon or something like that. I don't know if what the hell that was. I don't know if that had to do with like the platoon you were in before or what though. But
yeah, no, I remember that. I forget what it was though now.
Yeah.
It was some pony shit. No.
I forget myself. So let's just talk about a little bit more about your adventures out in the sea, bro, to be honest. Because I mean that really, really fucking it's something that I envy. I wish I could do something like that, you know, just jump on a fucking boat and just go around the world. But let's just logistically and financially, how does that work? You know, is that something you can share?
Yeah, so I mean, realistically, if you're trying to do it, it costs a lot. Like to get a boat, and you don't want to necessarily go on a boat that's too small.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want one that's too big, so you kind of have to find one right in the middle. And luckily enough, when I was shopping, or when me and the wife were shopping for a boat, we both kind of really knew what we were looking for, and I knew how to basically fix anything that was wrong with the boat. And yeah, so I also knew how to fucking like literally pick apart a boat and go, no, that's fucked up, that's fucked up, that's fucked up, that's fucked up. Like, you guys are asking way too much.
Gotcha.
So that's how we got our
dude. What's the longest you spent at sea before, like, you know, in land, before you hit land? What's the longest time you spent over the ocean?
57 days.
Any storms that you hit, or like, is there a way to navigate around them? Like, can you foresee them coming?
Now with technology getting better and Starlink becoming more available, there's ways to now. And if you have enough money, you could always get sat phones and shit like that and just have somebody weather routing you the entire time. But for us poor folk,
right,
we just go out there and typically have shit saved on our phone, you know, weather patterns saved on our phone for going out, you know, 2 weeks in advance. But after that, it's sort of just a crapshoot. When we left from Hawaii to go to last time, it was right before a fucking huge hurricane, or big enough hurricane, was about to hit Hawaii. So we left as it was coming in, and it just fucking robbed us of all the wind.
Oh, damn.
Which is why it took 57 days instead of like 2 to 3 weeks like it should have.
And that's where you were sailing where to?
Tahiti from Hawaii.
Now, you stayed in Tahiti for some time, right?
Yeah.
Now, so what was that about? Like, you know, you just decided to move out there as a new location to live on, the like an expatriate or something like that, or?
No, the wife is from down there. She's half Tahitian, and we actually sailed down with my son was 1 years old at that point. He was a 1-year-old.
Okay.
So that was being out on the ocean with the fucking 1-year-old.
That's got to be fucking fun, dude. I mean, wow. So are you part of the pollution of our seas? Do you trash where you splash?
So That's a really common misnomer. Like, there's a lot of shit that you could fucking throw out that doesn't really fuck with the ecosystem.
Right.
You just don't want to throw plastic in the water
or straws nowadays because they go into turtles.
Yeah. Fucking straws, apparently.
Dude, let me ask you. I'm like really fascinated with the whole fucking beat. Like for real, like one of the things that I've discovered for myself, honestly, I bought a travel trailer. So I got this 30-foot travel trailer now that I'll just hook up to the truck and just fucking take off, and go out to the middle of nowhere. And there's a peacefulness that I find in it. This is gonna sound stupid. One of my buddies, Urina, I was in Korea with him. And anyways, me and Urina were trying to break down why is it that I enjoy this camping shit so much. It turns out because it relates to being in the field artillery, being out in the field. And then not only that, when I go and I settle my truck down or when I put my trailer down, and start occupying, as I call it, it's kind of like occupying a motherfucking howitzer, because I'm out there, and I'm undoing the chains and I'm fucking putting down the fucking make sure it's level and doing all this shit. And it kind of like takes me back, and it sucks because I feel like I'm one of those vet bros that are stuck with the military being their big persona, but I don't want it to be that either. You know what I mean? It's just something that I think there's a lot of veterans out there that I'll speak for myself, that it made such an impact being in the military that, it's kind of like, it's hard for me to let go of that, because that's when I felt most productive or most, I don't want to say
useful?
Important. Yeah, useful. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the key word right there, useful. Like I felt like I wasn't just a fucking peanut on a turd. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I can imagine, I think just the solitude of being out in the ocean, does that fuck with your mind at all at times? And how do you fucking overcome that?
So you don't really overcome it. It fucks with your mind. And like, if you're the owner / captain of the boat and you're in charge of a bunch of people, including, your wife and kid, and then fucking other people that you really care about, and you're out there for way longer than you thought. And like with us, our engine died about 500 miles off of Tahiti.
God.
So, and when I say died, I mean it fucking died. A valve fucking blew up, went down into the first cylinder, just mashed that first cylinder so it wouldn't hold compression, threw more chunks into the second cylinder, so I wasn't getting anything. Like, there was no fucking hope with that engine.
Fuck.
And now I'm 500 off, and we were using the engine to charge the batteries, as well as some solar that we had. But that was the main way we charge our batteries. What do we need our batteries for, you might ask? All our fucking navigation.
Oh, fuck.
Mm.
Wait. Yeah. So you didn't learn how to travel with the stars and using the compass?
Shit, that shit's so fucking hard to do.
Really?
You have to be really good at fucking math to do that shit. And like you can do it, but it takes a lot of practice.
So is there like a new respect that you found for the old time mariners? Like the old explorers from the olden times, the 1500s, they used to fucking traverse the world.
Yeah, like Columbus.
Like, let's go fucking 50 years back before fucking satellite shit and fucking screens that tell you exactly where you are. They had to do it by fucking hand. And yeah, no, that shit's crazy. I mean, I've been in the fucking shit for so long that you hear stories about people, always having to take their bearing, them getting off, them deviating off, them not accounting one fucking like decimal point and missing an island by 100 miles.
Oh, fuck. So it's kind of like artillery where, you got to shoot an azimuth. And if you're off on your azimuth by one fucking mil, all of a sudden you're hitting Walmart instead of the impact zone.
Exactly. And that just gets amplified how far out you are, you know? If you're 500 miles out and you're just off by 1 degree, that could be fucking, yeah. You're not even seeing land at that point.
Jeez.
It's a trip, man, just thinking about it. Like, I mean, I would love to now for, myself and Holguin, we as you can see, our last names come from colonized folk that were on ships. Were you able to colonize any unfounded islands?
Yeah. Is there like Nofziger land? Ziggy land?
There's really not so many islands out there that are fucking uncharted anymore.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah. And you're probably not the first one, even if you see like an unpopulated island. You're definitely not the one that fucking put on it.
Have you did you come across anything like that, like any territories that were unpopulated, like and just fucking just run around naked per se, just do it, like how does that work? Like, I mean, I'm just wondering what it feels like. I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, like you're just navigating, you're going through your shit, and then you finally see land, like, oh shit, whoo, I'm glad I made it to the right place.
Well, yeah, no, it's always really nice fucking seeing land after crossing, like, and because of modern technology, you know how far off you are, so coming up on it, and it's always a joke between crew, like, all right, whoever fucking sees land first buys the first round.
Nice. Well, let me ask you then, what, like, did you traverse, like, did you go around the around South America, or like what travels have you been on?
No, so we went from, like, the furthest we got was from basically the West Coast all the way over to Australia. And then once we got to Australia, the boat that we basically delivering a boat over there. And we spent about as much time as we could on a tourist visa, and then had to go back home and make money.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's crazy, dude. Like, any wild, I'm just being curious over here, like, did you see any whales out there, any fucking sharks out there, like, just the sea in its natural habitat?
Yeah, like, we fished basically until we got enough fish that it's like, okay, we're done with fish now.
What's the best? Okay, what's the most delicious fish you eaten where you're just like, oh my god, that shit's bomb?
I still have to say it's mahi mahi. Like, you can't go
okay.
Fresh mahi mahi all day. But I mean, you do get tired of it after eating.
Oh yeah, just like anything.
Ways, Yeah, we saw whales. You see dolphins, turtles. Fucking, I caught a Humboldt squid one time.
What the?
Which was cool because it was like, not a big guy. It was just, fucking foot long. But we got him up on deck and he just started freaking out with his bioluminescence.
Okay.
Lighting up in all different fucking colors and shit. That's another cool thing, like, being out there. The bioluminescence off of, like, at night off of the boat is just like this fucking trail of fucking light that you see behind you.
Shit,
and
dude.
Even more fun is basically there's a couple different types of toilets on boats, but one is one where you just pump it.
What the hell?
That's cool because at night, if there's bioluminescence in the water, all of a sudden you're pumping and your fucking toilet bowl starts lighting up.
Oh shit!
Oh,
dude. So now you have a boat as of now, right? And you take it out. Like, do you have any plans for any trips anytime soon?
No, we're probably gonna end up selling it.
Fucking
1,000, and we're tired of busting out another 1,000.
Damn. dude. So, shit. I mean, it's just you got anything, Holguin, that you want to ask? Like, I mean,
I have a bunch. I have a
oh,
bunch
go
of
ahead.
questions.
Take it.
Bunch of randomness.
All right.
Okay. What's the longest you've been at sea for?
57 days.
50. Okay, so after the 57 days, like, what did you feel like? Did you feel like, fuck this shit? Or did you feel more like, oh, damn, it's only been 57 days?
It was, I definitely was happy that I was on land and we got to where we were supposed to get. That trip was one of the more harder trips, I'd say.
Really? In what aspect?
Just being in charge of folks and like literally having to run the boat the entire fucking time.
Was that with the old dudes? The one where...
this boat, or our boat, me and the wife.
Okay. Okay, so when you... Okay, where did you end up at? You ended up in Australia, you said?
Tahiti.
Oh, you ended up in Tahiti. Okay, so when you got there, did you take an extended, like, long break after that? You were just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to stay here for a while.
Well, our engine was blown, so we had to fucking basically sit on a hook until I fucking put it in. It took about... That was a fucking crazy one. We bought an engine.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be made over in Britain because, of course, that's how it works. You can't just go and... I want that one. So it was supposed to take like 6 months to get to us.
Holy shit.
It also, at that time, it was when the Suez Canal fucking shut down.
Yeah.
Because the boat got fucking...
Stuck in there?
Stuck in the middle of it. Yeah, so our engine was supposed to go through that canal to get to us faster.
Oh, nice.
But it ended up taking the long way around, which added fucking months.
Jesus.
So it took about a year for us to actually get the engine.
Now, how does one make a living? Because I mean, if you're just on a boat, like, do you find something to do in the local? Are
community?
You even allowed to work there if you're just there? Like, you know.
Yeah, how does that work? Like,
so,
do you get like a special visa or something?
If you want to work, you're supposed to get a special visa. But you also have to realize that, like, do I really want to be a colonizer and fucking go down there and take fucking food out of somebody else's mouth? And like that's what I always had a problem with working down there. It's like, no, there's somebody else here that does this.
Right.
I don't want to fucking take their business, their money from them, you know? Right. Like it was really hard for me to justify fucking working down there. Especially with because, you know, the proper visa. If I got caught fucking working down there without the proper visa, I have back.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well,
I didn't catch that last part. Oh, I thought you said they're like cut off your hand or some shit.
No.
He wasn't in Saudi Arabia, fool.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say. They're like, how dare you chop off your fucking finger?
I mean, I get it. I mean that's really fucking good on your part, you know, on your end. You know, not trying to take what limited jobs are out there for the folks, you know. But at the end of the day, I'd have to be like, you know, I still got mouths to feed. And I'm sure that, you know, wherever your boat is docked at is not free, 90 free.
No. I mean, you can go and anchor out, and we did that a lot. And you don't have to drop an anchor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Okay. An important thing is, how is the how do you say it? How is the not nightlife? Okay, how much are beers over there? Let's just make it like
that. Same price as fucking San Francisco now. It's expensive.
What?
Like, you go out for a beer, it might be a little bit less, but yeah, it's still fucking not cheap to drink.
Well, I mean, everything's being imported, right? I mean,
yeah, both most shit's beer, but they do have their local beer there that is a little bit cheaper, but everything's expensive.
Can I ask about the Tahitian culture a little bit?
Yeah, I'll do my best to fucking answer.
Sure. Okay. So, like, what kind of So I'm assuming that they also have like their stuff that they take to alter their minds, like with alcohol or with herbal remedies, as you can say. But prior to I'm assuming like they had stuff before they were exposed to it by Europeans. Like, is there anything like any traditional drinks or traditional activities that they would pursue or that you were maybe exposed to? Like, for example, people in South America have that ayahuasca, So is there anything in the Tahitian culture?
So you got to realize that Tahiti is basically a state of France.
Okay.
They've been under French control for a while.
Okay.
And then prior to that, I guess marijuana has only been down there since like the 50s, 60s.
Oh, damn.
But they've had alcohol before that. They make their own alcohol down there.
What is it called?
Oh, fuck. I forget what it's called.
Alcohol.
But it's like literally it's fermented coconut water, basically.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
And then the other.
So if I take, question. So if I take tequila over there and sell it, it's gonna blow their mind.
No, they have tequila now.
Oh, God damn it!
See, I'm assuming that
we gotta find something to. Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, down there and all of like Polynesian culture, what they've been drinking is kava. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. And it's a root-based drink. It looks like mud when you stir it up and mix it up. And they say that it relaxes you / numbs shit, but I don't know. I've never felt anything from it. And you have to drink a shit ton of it, like literally gallons of it, to have any respect.
That sounds like something that I think that Holguin might be able to go down there and show them how to make pruno. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. I was gonna say that too. I was like, God, yeah, okay, I can make some fortune down there.
Oh man, dude. I mean, I think that's really fucking awesome that you able to take those adventures. You know what I mean? They just make memories at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Now, with all this experience that you've had at sea, if you had to go back to enlisting, would you maybe give a second thought to the Navy versus the Army? I mean, I never even got to ask you, why did you join the Army of all fucking branches?
The Army's always been, like I said, like a family tradition. So I was, if I joined any branch, it was going to be the Army. Okay. And then if I still joined the Army, like that's, no regrets there.
He froze on me. God damn it.
Yeah, he did. I think he said no regrets. No regrets.
And let me try to get back to better service.
No, you're good.
Is it better?
You're good.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's just I think it's just you're on your phone, so and you're out in the middle. Are you in Pacifica now, or where are you at?
Yeah,
no, he's in.
Yeah, I'm in Pacifica.
You're in Pacifica? Okay, so tell me about this Packer wall and ceiling. What's going on here?
Packer wall. I'm rebuilding the deck over here. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh yeah.
And the people that I'm renting from, I guess.
Oh, it's not your dad's place. It's not your dad's place?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, let's see where the magic happens, where the Nofziger, name gets its,
that Nofziger wine.
Wine
Dude, Dude, you used to get us so shit faced on that Nofziger wine. I wish you knew. Like, I still remember we had a case that you gave me, and I had it in the garage. I got so trashed that the next day I remember that we had a fucking piss test, and Chief was like, "God damn it, you still drunk, motherfucker? Here, get some gum. Go stand in that corner, stay away from the commander." Man, that fuck. I can't tell you how many times I got shit faced off of that.
Well, you guys were longest time.
Say that what?
You guys were scared of it for the longest time.
Honestly, I was because it looked like freaking molasses, dude. It was all thick, and I was like, this wine doesn't look this, strong. Let's just say.
Yeah, I was fucking trash on it. I loved it. You guys still make the Nofziger wine, or?
No. The last known bottles are actually in Tahiti.
No shit.
Oh, damn it!
I'm gonna need you to take a trip out there and bring back a bottle of Nofziger wine. I don't drink anymore, but I would just want to keep it from nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Because that made a lot of weekends. That made a lot of weekends in the Lopez house back in Copper's Cove.
Coperas. Let's see coperas.
Oh man, dude. So yeah, man. I mean, I really, really have enjoyed having you on here, man. What kind of struggles, aside from, like, do you think that there were any struggles that you faced coming into the civilian sector after your time in the military? And if so, like, what kind of challenges did you have that affected you, or if they do affect you, and how do you, go through it, or if you don't mind sharing, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think we all have the struggles of being back in fucking civilian society. Like, it's hard to fucking talk to anybody that isn't or wasn't in the military, like people just don't understand. And you try to tell them, like, oh yeah, it's like this or like this or like this, and yeah, no, it just doesn't work, as I'm sure you guys both know.
Oh hell yeah.
And yeah, I haven't really figured out how to deal with it yet. If you guys fucking figure it out, let me know.
Oh, dude, I'm like, trust me, dude. You know where I've been in the past freaking few lovely years, But the thing is, though, is that we all kind of like deal with it in our own way, like by denying it and just not, taking accountability. You can say it really does fuck with you, and that's the thing where. A lot of us, it's very unhealthy to do that. Yeah. And like with us, we're gonna pull that BS where we're gonna be like, oh yeah, it doesn't exist. And then all of a sudden you're freaking in the prone position in the freaking bathroom. You're like, what the fuck? Like, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird shit that happens.
I think
for the long.
Go ahead. Yeah. No, you got it.
Yeah, longest time I was just trying to fucking drink and smoke my way through it. Like that. What I was doing, and I was living life in a fog, like fucking shit up. And I've really come to realize that I don't want to live like that anymore.
That's where I fucked up. Yeah, that was all my fuck up was alcohol, and I mean, it's not like it's something new, because I still remember the fucking liquored up Lopez. Still remember that one. So little nicknames that Holguin had for me.
God. Dude, I had so many. Lanny Lopez.
Oh, Lanny Lopez. That one came because we were at the fucking drift site getting ready to fucking put the guns on the railhead, and this fucking this motherfucking a reporter comes like, what's your name? Like, Private Lopez. They're like, what's your first name? Danny. Lanny Lopez. No, Danny. Lanny. All right. Gotcha. Lanny Lopez. From that point on, this fucker here, Holguin, and the other fucker, Diaz, every time I talk to him, not one time goes by where he's like, hey, Lanny. Like, motherfucker, dude. That just followed me since 2005, bro. 2005.
Okay,
This fucker. It's
This
all
dude was fucking no. It's not even Lopez's dude. It's that guy. It's that look. Like, every time I say it, that look. Like he was so sure of himself. He was like,
oh my god.
oh my god.
Oh man, I tell y'all, man, it's really great, man, having these conversations and just chilling out with y'all. I mean, it just reminds me of again being out together out in the field, and finding ways to entertain ourselves. That's how we made that fucking bond because we share more with each other than we did with our own fucking blood, And
Mhm.
I did what you were saying, Ziggy. I was the motherfucker that would drink my ass off. And I would do it. I like to be alone, just being alone because
I hated drinking around people. I would just drink alone.
And and if I did drink, I would have to drink around like-minded people. You know what I mean? Like somebody that I could share my jokes, shoot the shit with that wasn't going to be easily offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you fuck-faced motherfucker. And if it's just different. You say that somebody out here, it's gonna be we throwing hands. And same thing, like if somebody tries to get smart with you, dude. I had an issue. I went to a bar out here when my old lady started working, and there was there was a dude. We were out there drinking at a bar, like celebrating her graduation. But one of her classmates happened to be a fucking he was a Haji, and he comes outside while I'm outside smoking, and then his phone goes off, bro, and he starts talking Haji. And in my drunken stupor, I start fucking getting like, I don't want to say, let's just say, he hit a fucking nerve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain things came back into my head, and I kind of like my what's that? My hypervigilance kicked in, say. And so luckily they came like, no, he's a veteran. He's sorry. He doesn't mean to be like, hey, my bad, man. You talking Haji into a phone, it kind of brings back memories of Haji's talking into phones.
Yeah. Yeah. And then people blow up. Yep.
Yeah. And then people go boom.
I don't know why.
I don't want to blow up, but Holguin happened to remind me every fucking mission. Hey, Lopez, you motherfucker.
Hey, it kept you alive, motherfucker.
It did, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh shit, man. Hey, so dude, I mean, if you have any advice to give any fucking soldiers getting out, bro, you know what? Let me do this real quick with both of y'all. All right. I'm gonna do this real quick with both of y'all. I did this shit that I was taught by this one dude, friend of the podcast. It's his name is Average G.I. Joe Podcast. He's from the Navy and he's from Cali as well. He's from Cali as well. And I've had him on the podcast a few times, and I've been on his podcast. But he does this thing where it's like they're like 5 sensory questions. Like your senses of your sight, smell, taste, sound, and I don't know whatever the fuck else there is, but we'll figure it out. So, anyways, I want to do it the military version of this. All right. So, thinking back in your military time, whether it's been deployed out in the field, let's start with the first your first sense. We'll go with smell. What's the first smell you think about when you think about the military? Like what smell comes to you that brings you back?
Wolf pussy.
Anything? Pussy. Oh,
wolf pussy. Nice. What about you, Holguin?
Honestly, for some reason, it's always just like black coffee, like freshly brewed coffee. I don't know what it is, but that always like
is that boom. The first thing that comes to mind when you think like of a sensory okay, so coffee. For me, when I think about it, and my nose kind of goes towards the wolf pussy, but it's more of like remember when you would get the powder cans, like the red bags or the white bags, I'm saying, or whatever it was,
you open it
and you crack it open and you smell it, like
you smell,
that smell.
It's that powder, like it's not stale. It's
the wolf pussy smell, just not on fire.
Yeah, it's not on fire. Yes.
So was that?
I said just not burning at that point.
There you go. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. So okay, that was smell, right? So all right, let's talk about let's go back again. Military edition, sensory, sight. What's the first vision that comes to your mind when you think of your military time, whether it be deployed or whatever it was? What's one, like if you close your eyes, you could already see it. What would be one sight?
Humvees.
Well, Humvees. There you go. Okay. That's a good one. With me, it's I think you were with us, freaking Lopez, when we were driving in the desert and when we were in Kuwait, and just that when the sun's setting and you're in the desert, it just kind of has that weird fucking like I don't know, like that every time I think about it, it just makes me like amped up. You know what I'm saying?
I am
I
100%
don't.
with you because you know what it reminds me of? I am with you. I'm telling you, I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually I'm remembering there was a specific moment, Ziggy. So
Yes.
we're out in the fucking we're out in Kuwait. All right.
It's just a random fucking place, dude.
Yeah. But check this out. We're rolling. I'm gonna tell you a quick fucking funny story about this guy right here. He's the ATC at the time. All right, because we got rid of Roycroft. So he's the ATC. I'm driving. I think McConnell was in the back. And we're cruising. And so we had just marched order. We're gonna go to a different firing point. And fucking I'm fucking pounding.
Yep.
And then I couldn't get out of fucking third gear. I wasn't able to shift. And fucking I'm telling Holguin, like, because the guns are fucking, and you know, we were the first gun. So that means I was the first cat. So I'm slowing everybody the fuck down. And Holguin's like, hey, what's going on? Like, I don't know, man. It's not going past third. And then Chief gets on. He's like, hey, what's going on back there? And then this was like, Lopez can't get out of gear. So Chief's like, tell that motherfucker to check the brake. Sure enough, I had the brake locked in place, so I couldn't get out. So I get out of the fucking, I pulled out the brake, and sure enough, I start fucking hauling ass, bro. And from there, he goes, "Yep, this fucker forgot the brakes." And then so I'm basically getting shit on and embarrassed. But it's that same time that I was remembering the sun,
the
over
sunset,
the fucking over the fucking the desert, bro. That's exactly
and the colors, dude. The fucking colors were fucking insane. It went from like fuchsia to like a purple, and then it turned into that dark like sky.
Yeah,
dude, it was so beautiful, dude. And that wind
yep,
was because like desert wind is different, dude. It's like cold, but it's not, dude. It's like dry, cold.
Like the children nowadays say, it just hits different now.
And that time, dude, like anytime I think about it, I'm like, dude, like if I could just go back to that time when we were fucking just driving out there in the desert, dude, that's fucking peaceful, dude. It was, and that's what I think that's what Lopez was asking about, like in the, like going in the ocean.
Yeah.
If it's kind of like that, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So I got 2 minutes left. Y'all.
Oh,
so,
my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. All right. So next one, we did sight, sound. Oh no, we did sight and we did smell, right? Let's do sound. What are some sounds that you remember?
Oh, I can't even hear because of it.
Wait, what'd you say?
You mean the tinnitus and the ringing in my ear? Oh shit! I'll go first. I think one of the sounds that I recall will always be fire mission. Just hearing fire mission.
No, mine was the fucking popcorn of everybody trying to shoot first. And it's like, pop, 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 pop.
Oh shit! How about you, Ziggy?
Yeah, both of those. I mean, I guess the silence of the desert.
Like
no noise at all, just silence.
Well, we're gonna have to get back to the last two because we only have a minute left, and I don't have a counter on me, so this bitch is gonna shut off. Ziggy, thank you for being here, bro. You're more than welcome to come onto the gun line anytime you want. Holguin, you know you're always welcome here on the gun line. We were over here. We were all in first section, fucking causing animosity. Best fucking section in first platoon. Best platoon, which was first platoon, shoot him in the face, and the best motherfucking battery, which was Alpha Apache 277 FA. Before that, 582. It's not that I don't have love for 582, but
right above you. Right above you. Look at that. Look at above you.
That's right, baby. Boom. Right up there. That's just funny because they used to say PFC Lopez because I got flagged, but then it got anyways. That story is for another day. Hey, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys